Our next presenter is sarcastic and probably hungry, which is probably why she snacks on chocolate-covered almonds. She likes to read, sleep, and drink coffee. That sounds like a blast to me.
Give it up for Katie with Life Without Lesson Plans.
What is craft? To me, when I think of craft, I think of art, singing, dancing, photography, but I can't do any of that for the life of me. So then I think, okay, craft can be a skill. Drinking coffee is not a skill that I can talk about at Pecha Kucha. And neither is doing well at school or lifeguarding. Okay, guys, sorry, I can't do this. I don't have anything to talk about, so. Okay, but wait. I can teach, like, really well. I've been part of teaching for ages. I've been part of student leadership. I've been part of the WE team, a global organization ran by students. I'm a swimming lessons teacher. I can teach, and I can teach well. So I am here to teach you. When everyone thinks of learning, they think of a desk. They think of a teacher standing in front of you, giving you today's lesson. But that's not all that learning is. Frankly, I don't really think that that's learning, not to discredit teachers or anything. But learning comes from everywhere. There's so many places, so many times that you can learn. There is countless opportunities to become a different person, to be something that you didn't know that you could be. So like I said, I am here today to teach you. I'm using my craft of teaching to teach you guys how to learn. These are three poets: Beliza Espinoza, Zaria Allen, and Rhiannon McGavin. They became famous because of this one poem that they had, and it said that the best lessons that we learn are the ones that we do not recall learning. Now, what does that mean? That means that you don't realize that you are learning because it comes from everywhere. When I was in 6th grade, there was a girl who came to my school. She was a new kid. And personally, I didn't care. As they said, I like to read. So when she came, I was sitting on the playground reading. And I didn't actually realize that she was there until I saw there's a massive crowd. And so then I looked up from my book and I was like, there's a massive crowd. So I went to go see what was going on. Walked up and I was like, hey guys. Oh, hey, there's a new girl. That's kind of cool. And then the new girl looked at me. And the second that she looked at me, she burst into tears. I'm in 6th grade and there's a girl who just looked at me and started crying. So I don't have a clue what I've done. I'm like, I've never met this girl before in my life and she is bawling because of me. So I'm like, okay, is it my hair? Is it my face? Did I like make a mean face at her? What the heck did I do? Well, it turns out that this girl who I thought that I didn't know, I did. And when we were in 2nd grade in a different school 4 years ago, she was being relentlessly bullied. And every day I would go up to her and I would say, hey, I like your dress. Your hair looks super cute today. Hey, I hope you have a good day. And that impacted her. Because to that girl, I was her light in the darkness. I made a difference in her life. I made her realize that everything is not as terrible as it seems. Without even trying, I didn't realize that I did this. I didn't have a clue that I had the power to change someone's life and make her realize it years later. The smallest things make the biggest differences. And because of her, because of super small things that I didn't think meant anything, her life was changed. My life was hugely impacted because one small experience. Now I realize that others are affected immensely by what you do. People always say to go out and experience things, and high school is the best place to experience life. When your parents tell you, go out, live life, they're telling you to learn. It might not seem like it, but you are constantly learning, and high school is a huge place to learn. You go and become part of clubs, become part of teams, join leadership. And when you do that, you learn from everyone. You learn from the people on your team. You learn from your teachers. You learn from the advisors. And these people teach you everything. There is a myth that with every breath you breathe out, you are breathing out a bit of your soul. And with every breath you take in, you are breathing in the souls around you. Now, that is a huge concept. You're breathing in other people, and that's weird. But that's amazing, and you are becoming more like them with every soul that you take in. Who are your people? These are my people, and I love them more than anything. These are my best friends in the entire world. And they are my everything, and they have taught me everything. This is my family. My brother is the funniest person in the world, and he has taught me to experience life to its fullest. My mom is the most people person you will ever meet. She is out there and teaching people that, holy crap, you can talk to anyone. And my dad teaches that small things make everyone happy, even if it's my goats. Now, learning has so many different complements, so many different things that come together. And I couldn't possibly teach you everything about learning today, as much as I would love to. But I have one main thing I want you to come away with. Life does not have a lesson plan. You do not start off every day knowing what you are going to learn that day. Life does not have a lesson plan. You are constantly learning. Everything around you teaches you a lesson. So I want you to go back to that desk. Sit down, write your essay, do your calculus test, do whatever you want to do. But realize that there's so much more to learning than just that desk. Realize that there's so much more to learning than a teacher in front of you. Life does not have a lesson plan, and it's time you learn that.